Hey guys, how's it going, and welcome back to the 1v1 mega tournament that came out ages ago. I know I'm bad at keeping up with the content, but I will get better, I promise. In this one today you will see a very intense game with me going up against a player we're going to call Wruss, and it was a very difficult game. No matter what I threw at him, he was ready to fight back, and I might have made a mistake or two in this one. Like I said in the previous one, it's a lot of war selection for one weekend. Yeah, we all know that's just my excuse, but really quickly, like, comment and subscribe. Check out the description for all information on the monthly giveaways and fun events going on in the Discord. Into the game, I start off by queuing some workers, building a house, sending my scout around my base to check out what kind of resources I have. I build my warehouse and get some more houses down. I decided to go for my first fight pit, and because this guy had a pretty good win rate so far, I thought he might have been going for rushes early on that no one sort of knew how to counter, so I just wanted to be prepared for that. I go on to build my wall of houses, a stone cutter, and then I get my temple down. I still hadn't scouted him out yet either, but I had to be near him. A little bit of time went by and I eventually found his territory, so I had a rough idea of where he was. And then I start clearing the animals up towards his base for my workers to start pushing up. I hit the Bronze Age for Asia and built my poultry yard first, as food is essential for Asia. I then start building my mini base halfway across the map just to the right of his base. I must admit I probably should have gone a bit closer though for more of an impact. This was definitely a mistake on my behalf to not even bother going with the warrior rush. This means he had his whole economy to work with and I had done nothing. I also thought I'd go for a mix of archers and spearmen, but at this point I should have just rushed to heavy spears, which I don't do. He then scouts a few warriors of mine, but I take him out quickly. Now he may have an idea of what's going on. Because I didn't rush, I decided to choke up and play super defensively until I was ready to go with my first attack. But at this point he had sent a small army himself and a few workers to push with towers as well. I tried to stop it, but it was too late. With him being Europe, I was going to have a terrible time trying to do anything for a while. I didn't even go for heavy spears and went straight for medieval. As soon as I got there, I wanted to upgrade the choke point as quick as I could, but my resources were kinda bad. I tried to do something with them, but I also needed some sort of defense to hold back whatever he would throw at me. Rocket cannons might work. And now he showed me he was medieval too, shortly after some catapults to come with it. I knew I had to upgrade my walls, but it didn't really matter, he would just get through them so easily. I decided to push with the archers I had to do whatever damage I could to his catapults, and he already has medieval pikemen. This is going to be super bad for me. I just didn't have enough wood in order to upgrade everything, but I felt I had enough workers trying to cover the resources. He did break down my wall in the end, but I managed to rebuild it quickly. Although shortly after he took out the rest of my wall and then the rest of my vision. Sadly, I didn't have any workers up the top anymore to rebuild what I had and forgot to send more. I was really having such a bad game at this point. He pushed with a few archers, which I thought was the vision for himself for those catapults. I had tried to get him on the sea as well with boats, but Asia just does not have the firepower in the early ages, and it just can't compete with Europe. With Asia, it's usually all about attacking as soon as you can and to take out economy to slow them down as much as possible, but I hadn't managed to do that at all this game. He instantly took out the boats that I had sending to him because he had control of the sea as well, which was starting to affect my land now also. The only advantage is the junk can shoot whilst it was moving. Anyway, I was just waiting for him to push while slowly going up into the late Middle Ages, doing as much damage as I could from the sea because my land units just couldn't get through. As soon as I got to the late Middle Ages, all I had to do was wait until my hand cannons arrived and then hopefully I could do some damage. I tried to send a scout archer in to see what sort of vision I could get to find out a bit more of what he was doing, but sadly I just came across archers myself. But then I actually pushed for the first time in the game. It didn't last long, but I was hopeful. I had no vision anyway because he would not let me build towers. I had to get a balloon up from somewhere. For my hand cannons now, they were finally here. But because I had no workers up here yet again, there was nothing I could do to rebuild anything. My vision finally arrived, but it wasn't much. I could just see what was coming and that gave me a couple more seconds to react to it. Although I was ready for another attack. I had to try and do what I can because he was probably in the industrial age by now and yep, there's a factory. It's over. There's absolutely nothing that I could have done, so I just gave up. I played bad, I know, it happens. We all have those games, don't we? I just didn't push with any army at the early stage of the game and I let him keep on top of his resources with Europe, and in a 1v1 that is deadly if you're Asia. Anyway, if you like this video then press that thumbs up, comment below anything at all for those monthly giveaways, subscribe to the channel if you're new and pop those notifications on to not miss out on anything I upload, as you could be missing out on a lot. Check out the description for all the info on my monthly giveaways and a link to the Discord for fun events and country code giveaways going on in there. Thanks everyone for watching, and until next time, peace.